Good evening. Second semi-final of Heroes of Might and Magic 30th Anniversary Cup shortly begins. Two awesome players, Kashu and Veronest, will fight for second spot in Grand Final to clash with Pupok. Our host is Valerin Bizonov, my name is Chillera, and I will comment the game for you with FirstBlood.
Hello and welcome everyone. Let's hope that this second semi-final will bring you as much joy and as much pleasure as the first one. So we hope that we will enjoy the game and we will try to provide you with as best commentary as we can.
First game was definitely super cool. I'm not sure if Mont would agree with this, but Pupok was having great fun. And I see already Kashu in his battle suit.
Oh yeah, there is a panda hat. There is some free movement, like quite fun, quite silly games, and I reckon that he will carry his hopes and abilities to the final. As well can be said at about Veronest. He also wants to join finals, the big one, because there is also the small final for the third place. But players want to achieve glory, want to achieve victory in this whole tournament. So I really hope that this match will be as good, if not better, than the first one.
Do you have any feeling what towns we will see, or maybe what town you would like to see?
I would like to see actually some castle rampart gaming, plus maybe some new factions from Horn of the Abyss expansion, like Cove or Factory. So one of these four actually is really good. And yeah, let's see what factions will be rolled, and players will trade for their preferred faction and for their preferred color, which is red. This is a turn-based strategy game, so every single turn matter. And because we know that this game will last maximal 13 rounds, playing as a red one will give you opportunity to play first. So I really hope that this match is gonna be as good, if not better, than the first one.
We will see how it goes this time. In last game, color trade was approximately the same value as town trade, so the trade Necropolis Conflux went up to 3k and color was very close to this 2.9k.
Well, we were actually quite surprised that Necropolis was chosen against Conflux. Well, we thought that the Conflux would be stronger in that pair. The player decided differently, and then, well, I couldn't say that he was punished for that, because he played that match really well, Mont, but he was punished by RNG on Pupok's side. Armageddon Scroll had carried the game, and Pupok is in the final waiting for winner of this match. And, well, he's waiting for the 10th of October to be accompanied with one of these sides to join to the on the grand final.
Armageddon was amazing. I took a look for the route of both players to the semifinals, and in my view, the ladder on Kashu's side was a bit more difficult. So he was in favor in 116 against Inomagic, in 1-8 also versus Mkunaps. And then in quarterfinal, he beat one of the main candidates for the final, so Davidu 91. Veronest on the other side, he had to defeat Popavasia, he had to defeat Jarosława Koszka and Eska. So Veronest, I think he was he was in favor in every of these games, but he needed to beat very difficult opponents each time.
Well, at this stage, there are no weaker sides. Every single player that was qualified for the main tournament had enough of the quality and enough of skill to actually pass through to that semi-final. Of course, there were some favorites. Like Davidu was two times Polish champion, so obviously he is always one of the favorites. Also, Popavasia from Veronest side of ladder is known as one of the best Jebus players in the world. Plus, Jarosnaya Koszka, the only lady we had, she's also a very good Jebus player. But for our pair, we have Necropolis against Fortress, and this time there is no doubt players should play for Fortress and for easy and fast hives. Dragonfly hives to obtain wyverns as soon and as many as possible.
Fortress is prone to crazy tempo, but this is a tricky trade, and I think Kashu is considering even rolling this couple because leaving out Necro on Big Plus and a little bit of counting on this good generation rich in Dragonfly hives. I'm not sure if this is the trade he likes, so right now he is chilling. The decision is up to Veronest if he wants to play this couple or not.
Yeah, because Veronest won coin toss, so he decides first if we will see this pair or not. I would reckon that for Veronest, it's fine. Like, he can play both of these factions pretty well. He can bring to light all of the qualities of these two factions and diminish the disadvantages that each has. But Veronest decided to roll Necropolis.
Yeah,
This
minus
very
500.
nice.
I think it's very good news for Kashu actually. I know for sure he likes both of these towns, Inferno and Fortress.
Yeah, and obviously we don't we won't see the faction that we played in the first match, so it is pretty nice. Inferno against Fortress, still Fortress to be preferred faction with the same reasoning as before. Inferno can high roll as well with some Armageddon and Armageddon immune units, and surprisingly, it actually in this tournament Inferno has a really good win rate.
Yeah, this is surprising. In general, Inferno is one of the weakest towns, so you will always play with a big plus. And it is surprising that a fairly weak town has a very strong win ratio. It means people are paying so much not to play Inferno that eventually they lose to Inferno.
Well, if you pay too much for certain faction or to not play certain faction, then you might actually get yourself into big financial troubles, which obviously you want to avoid.
4,500. What do you think?
Fair, very fair for Fortress. Fortress has early crypts, early churchyards that can be done without any big issues. I reckon it's gonna be fine. Kashu has to be aware that he cannot overpay for color, so he doesn't. So he's not on a very big financial minus at the start because players start with 10,000 gold each. They actually bid with the starting gold that they have. So yeah, total trade was 1700 on plus for Veronest to play Red Inferno Ignatius, and Kashu will be playing Blue Fortress Drakon on minus 1700. 500 gold was reserved for Kashu because Veronest decided not to play Necropolis.
And I'm glad he did so.
Veronest.
Yeah, and I'm glad he did so because we already watched today Necro, so we will have something else. And I must say, I really love the fact that both of our players have battle heads. On Kashu side, it is Panda. On Veronest, I guess Cow.
Or also Panda.
Oh, Cyclops
An
on
easy
break.
break. An easy
Yeah.
break.
I
Very
mean,
hard one.
I think, I believe so strongly, if you have a very good biome, it doesn't matter what kind of break you have. But if you don't have very good biome and you need to break against Cyclops, this is terrible news. So this is already strong sign that restart is an option here.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if Veronest would restart because, okay, there are some dwellings that are native to our starting faction. Because if some of you may not know, dwellings on the biome are on our starting biome are always native to our starting faction. So he has some potential to actually boost your army a little. There are two imp dwellings. There are two cages for hellhounds. So there is potential to boost your starting army a little, but
You
boosting
know,
your starting army a little is not enough.
it's quite crazy how much duels he have, because what I noticed, of course, first of all, we noticed these high tier duels, they are most important. There is Devil, there is Ifrit, but there is also at least two cages with Hellhounds, and it's not much, but it allows you to make much more difficult battles. And when you play Inferno with this slight plus, I think every duel is appreciated as long as it serves its purpose. So basically, to change your low tier creatures into high tier creatures.
Well, I would I would still not play this map. There, aside of external dwellings, there is absolutely nothing. The break is hard. You can scout a little bit extra with that external tavern, but I reckon it's not enough. I would
Yeah,
suggest Veronest to restart this map. Use one of his two restart points. There is
yeah,
nothing
this
else
map
to be
call
seen
for
here.
restart. I agree. I mean, there is a consa, but all these dwellings, these are good news, but I mean, you need to manage them, and the money pool is also limited. So you would like to make some,
But
I would say, demanding chains. Map is usually difficult by means of logistics. Oh, and there is second conservatory, but this is still not enough.
yeah, to
Or is
consa
it?
hives, to consas one hive, some external dwellings. Well, well, first glance and first impression actually matter and last. And well, my first impression was not to play, and I think that Veronest is also is also fighting against those impressions because the first one were hot garbage about this
But
map. While he
you know,
scouted, he discovered something, but is it good enough? Is it good enough to be actually for this map to be played? Because I don't think so.
but the way he plays the map, if I observe him, what he is doing, uh, it looks like he wants to play. I mean, this kind of activities, what he does now, you don't do this if you don't want to play the map. So he will get some extra imps. He is finishing his setup for 1-1-2,
No,
and it's a plus. Or
I did he? Well, I couldn't see the chat message because
yeah,
he's
I
blocking
think
the
he played
camera.
it all the way like
Yeah,
he was doing the plus. Yeah,
actually he decided to plus.
plus plus.
But
Okay.
okay, let's see what Kashu has. According to what we see on the chat and from our host, he had three pickets. He had one dragonfly hive. That's a perfect slot over there. It's not far from the road on the swamp.
Mhm.
Perfect. there was a golden ball. There is a starting box on skeletons. Maybe it will provide gnolls. Maybe it will provide experience. Maybe it will provide the gold.
Yeah, the main thing about playing Fortress is you have huge movement penalty, so you want to have your targets somehow close to the road, and this is
Look,
what is going on. And the
look for
break
the
is
break.
Nagas.
Naga Queens,
Yeah,
very easy.
Naga Queen. One
Very.
of the easiest breaks, yeah.
If you have
And
mass flow, then this is break for free.
and you know, if you play Cyclops, because it looks from this biome, his main power stack would be Cyclops. You want a break like Nagas. So if you would see a lot of Cyclops, a lot of Wolf Rider pickets, and you see Dragons or break, you are not happy. But if you see Nagas, yeah, you are extremely happy.
Look, there is also a golden ball aside
Yeah,
aside. So you know, the map screams to Kashu, let's play it. But the point is, there is only one dragonfly hive. If he would spot a second one, then it's an instant plus all the time. There is also a hideous map that will reduce enemy morale by 1. So
so
no AI will morale against you at any point. And in the final battle or final battles, your opponent will have -1 morale. Or
actually,
his
the longer I
morale.
look, the better it looks. This map looks extremely well. Look, he already flagged and brought to town 3 times Gnoll Dwelling, so he has really a lot of potential right now. And Dragon is already set up for the first Dragonfly Hive, and after this Dragonfly Hive is completed, these Wolf Rider pickets are relatively easy.
Yeah. Well, you don't want to start with, let's say, Maxi Picket after that hive, because, well, in Maxi Picket, 6 or 8 wyverns are not enough. Well, this hive is small. That's a problem. You would like to see the big one here. Well,
Yeah, definitely.
size 8 would be perfect. And there is only four wyverns. 4 wyverns. Of course, they can
He's not
make
happy.
a
He's not
small picket.
happy. I
Well,
understand it. This now these mini banks. Sometimes even this army trade is quite fine. So he traded centaurs and some stuff for 4 wyverns, but he would like to have more. 6 wyverns really provide much more power to this army, and in the end, when playing Fortress, in many times you would like to upgrade those wyverns, so you have already a fast and reliable stack for doing Wolf Rider pickets.
yeah, but imagine that you have 4 wyverns here. You could bring 2 extra from your starting town, so you have 6. You would have to upgrade them reasonably early to make pickets effortlessly.
Mhm.
And then obviously you could steamroll with Cyclopses to the break. If you have even a slow hero, then it's
Yeah,
then you call it a day.
I mean, this is still a good map, don't get me wrong. It just could be much better. But do you see? There is a second Dragonfly Hive.
Okay, so that's a plus. That is a
Yeah,
plus all the time.
it's behind Golden Bow. So
So
actually, Drakon, after fighting this guard, he can go there directly.
actually, you can skip the pickets for now because you can do it on your way back. And I really hope that, he will do that way. Meanwhile, we're gonna jump quickly to Veronest. We see horde of stone golems with an upgraded stack of an iron ones. Tazar has no attack, no offense, and he has to kill about 80 of them with only 120 familiars.
I still think this is fine, but I wonder where are 1 stacks?
Well, they're all dead. You see 3 familiar bodies lying across the battlefield. There are 2 still living. There is also a stack of gogs. So there is iron stack golem dead.
Mhm. Yeah, it's
So
fine. It's going very well.
it's gonna be all right. Obviously, it's gonna cost him something because, as we see, he's actually killing half of the stack of stone golems.
Well,
Well,
this is a risky moment because this one stack could die.
and you have to kite the golems properly.
Yeah, and
Maybe
this
we're gonna
position is
lose
not
some
good.
gogs over here, but I'm
Yeah,
not
he
too
could.
sure.
In theory, I'm not sure what is the reward for this fight. If this is a box, then even losing all gogs could be acceptable. If this is something other,
Well, this looks like some kind of box, or maybe, it's a guard for, let's say, uh, Dragonfly Hive as well, because we
a
saw
little
that
bit
he had.
too much
Well,
for
he
Hive.
said. Well, he saw one of the Dragonfly Hives on the Medusa Queens, or on
Yeah.
Beholders. I just remember that those were dungeon shooters, one of dungeon shooters. So
Okay.
maybe it's the second hive found somewhere on his map. Maybe it's some kind of artifact. Maybe
You know,
it's some kind
it's
of box.
too much. 80 golems for a Dragonfly Hive, it's too much.
Well, something could lay aside
Yeah, yeah.
of this object, so that's
A
why
group of objects
he
should be.
that's why maybe he opted to do this
But
fight
there
first.
is also maybe not obvious plus of this battle that after this battle, uh, Tazar will get a lot of experience. Tazar, one of the strongest heroes on Jibus Cross.
Yeah, armor specialty, so he's gonna receive less and less damage percentage wise every level he gets up. And as we see, this fight is going pretty smooth. He lost all of his gogs. He still has one stack to take retaliation. So it's gonna be quite smooth. He's gonna lose about 30 of them. Offense archer. That's a good. This is a very good hero.
I mean, how could you not play it? But on the other hand, I guess this map is very difficult to start because this box where Ignatius is standing right now, this is crazy difficult after these losses.
That was 1-1-2. That is not enough
Yeah,
for Veronest.
it's understandable. It's understandable. Strong Tazar is not enough, yeah. I think he was counting for some army, and then he would chain to Ignatius and continue the turn. When it was XP, it means 1-1-2.
Yeah, and it was only 5k. So
Yeah, there was this
there was the
Mercury
red tower.
building and
Yeah,
Red Tower, yeah.
yeah, Warehouse of Mercury, Red Tower. Uh,
And box, so in total more than 10,000 value. And look at these rolls. I mean,
low roll of
no,
rolls, and
come on.
also Vistan without
Okay,
any gnolls at all, but with
no, but
Desert Man.
it looks very good now. There is Consa, there is beautiful box for start, there are two duels to gather very fast.
But there
Yeah,
are no
looking
hives.
good.
No
Yeah,
hive.
yeah. Yeah, no hype, but
Well, you can actually scout the biome because, well, you have like 3 heroes and the fourth one, the starting one.
Fiona
Also,
is very good hero for Jubus Cross. I mean, just to get in Tavern and advanced scouting lets you discover so much more.
the roads are nasty. Let's say it. Like you have to
Yes.
already go for a break or just go
Yeah.
close. There's
Yeah.
there's a con. There is the picket. Well, it's not enough. It's not enough.
Terrible layout, actually. Yeah.
I reckon that this is a restart only because of the road.
I mean, I think what will happen is he will fight for this box. Anyway.
Okay. Size 2 to 4, Griffin Conservatory. If there is a message like that, then it means there is either 100, 150, or 200 Griffins to be fought, and the reward is either 2, 3, or 4 angels. And as we predicted, he's gonna try to open this box on a Bellwether Armadillos. This is about 5k XP, maybe some lizards.
It looks like XP, and it is probably restarted due to roads. With this layout of map, I think you don't want to risk it.
Yeah, you don't want to play it. To your breaking point, you have about 5,000 movement points.
You know, there is slight chance that it is closer from one of the side towns to the break than from the main town, and then
Ooh.
it's a little bit better.
It's Kalmar
This is, yeah, this is good box, and you see, there is a hive. Do you see this?
No, yeah, okay. There is
Yeah, there is a hive.
okay, yeah.
And you know, it changed this perspective a lot. I think, yeah, it's difficult choice, but I think you want to check second turn on this map. And there is, you see,
wouldn't.
on the rocks, there is another hive. He has very good eye for this, and you can actually buy a hero in the tavern, fight for the box, and make another hive. Nice way for Dragon.
There is a problem with buying another hero. No cash.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, in the
Yeah,
game
he ran out.
overall, but
Yeah, he
the
ran
gold
out.
is a big problem in this
Okay,
map. If you
he
were paid,
decided to
okay.
keep that map. Weird. I would never
think-
play that one.
Actually, I think this is good decision. So
Yeah, 1-1-2 maybe, but I wouldn't even think of playing that map. There is
to check
a
second turn.
big, yeah, there is a huge road to the desert, huge distance to be covered.
Mhm.
Not an easy object to start. What about if you encounter into Maxi Dragonfly Hive? I
And
wouldn't.
what do we see here? A difficult picket, some dwellings again, a very nice shield.
Break is discovered, I reckon. There is an experimental shop that you can acquire giants after fighting steel golems
Is it Phoenix Break?
or Firebird or something Fury.
No?
It's a planeswalker.
So fast.
yeah, that is a planeswalker.
Okay, he's getting spell power for Iceland and Behemoths.
Pretty easy break.
Yeah, it's easy when you have mass slow, and it's kind of tricky if you don't have and you have upstack on break.
Yeah, if you have an upstack, then obviously the difficulty increases like twice or even 3 times, especially if you don't have mass slow. Okay, and there is a second experimental shop.
And
So-
I've noticed at least 3 dragonfly hives. It looks quite well. Fourth.
It looks
This is a
decent.
fourth one.
Yeah, this map looks decent. Actually, I don't know if you can actually agree with me on that, but I would have said that this is a more of a calm map instead of Ignatius map, as you start with experimental shops and then you run this map on giants.
Yeah, if the sizing is correct for Cal, then yes. If sizing is not correct, then you want to start directly with dragonfly hives.
And then obviously Ignatius is better, as Imps and Familiars are a unit, while Gox and Magox are ranged ones. But consider this: you start off of the further experimental shop on mechanics with the unicorn's string, and then you glide into the second one, and then you glide into fly highs. Especially if it's a small one like size 1, size 2, to fight 20 or 40 respectively.
I'm very happy Veronest needs to play this map, because I think this is good map, perhaps very good, but it is quite difficult to chain everything from this place. It will require to move exactly through all of the biome, because it is not grouped in one spot, it's shattered all over the place. Yeah, it will be interesting to watch how he manages.
Here you can start.
Mini cons, okay, and then Yeah, with minicons, I'm disappointed. It's a little bit too easy. So you make the minicons, then the prison, then the hive, first hive, and then
And
you
then you
continue.
steamroll, and then you steamroll. Like you can go Ignatius, you can go any barbarian you have with with offense and with
Yeah.
4 attack points. You can actually start off of that pretty easily. So let's come back to Kashu. Leave Veronest easy start to himself for the moment. Mm, according to what we thought,
138 gnolls.
there is third Dragonfly Hive on the way to
Big.
break, and then there is a big,
Wow. Yeah,
huge
this is a
third
good start.
Dragonfly Hive. Yeah,
Yeah.
140 gnolls, advanced armorer, advanced leadership. I reckon that this is doable without any problems. Even Maxi,
Yes.
560. So
No
well,
losses fight.
eight. Yeah, no losses fight. 8 wyverns as a reward, and then
He-
the transition from gnolls and lizardmen into wyverns and other army is possible, starting directly from here.
He wanted to make it better, and he
And
lost.
he made it worse.
Yeah, I mean, he saved Lizardmen, but they are not so important as our main power stack. You know what is running through my head? Gold is limitation, but in theory, if you knew the size of Consa, if this is 2 or 3, you should already think about these cons.
Well, if it's size 2, then you're going there 100% of the time. If it's size 3, you have to level up your Dracon a little bit. Because
You see?
I don't think that level 3 Dracon is doing Consa pretty easily, size 3.
I
And
think the plan is ready. In general, Dracon will surrender on energy elementals near the Wolf Rider Picket, and at least I thought this is the plan. And then he would be bought in this tavern to make the hive. But it looks we are going straight to check Crack Hack, and Crack Hack could be the main hero.
well, he's the total opposite of Tazar. His offer
Ooh,
specialty, air magic, armorer. Pathfinding is good, but
too
at
much
the
skills
moment you have
already.
to you
Yeah.
have to level up the skills you have. This is a very good hero. Obviously,
Mhm.
it wanted to have earth magic here instead of air one, but well, barbarian with air magic is also quite a deadly weapon, and
Mhm.
I am a bit disappointed with primary stats division. He got 4 defense point as a barbarian. That is quite disappointing. Like this is the
Yeah.
true might hero that is focused only on attack, and yet he got 4 defense. Like this is
No,
crazy.
I really like this idea. So Drakon will do another hive, and Crack is already going for other purposes, and he sees another 2 trees. We have no idea what is his main guard to the zone, but he has all the tools to make it quite fast.
Well, he's never gonna see what's on the break when actually before actually reaching it. So, is it good? I would tend to argue if this map is that good to be played with two
It is.
restart points, but for Kashu it is.
Yeah, I agree
He's
with
the
Kashu.
one that he could be blamed for because I don't think this map is good enough. But the player decided otherwise, so he decided to keep the restart points unused. He typed plus, he typed good luck, so this is the final map. This is the map that we will see in the match.
Yeah, what I think is you don't want to restart a map where you have a clear plan how to progress, you have good goals to achieve in first rounds, and then you could restart into random map. You don't want this. I understand that this is pretty difficult with some of the obstacles on this map, for example, these long roads. However, if Krakak is basically ready, he just needs some mana and magic book, and he could go straight for the break. And this fight will not gonna be successful.
Oh yeah. Already,
Powerful drops.
yeah.
Yes.
They resisted twice the magic arrow, so
Too strong.
Rozik has to surrender to powerful dwarfs. Well, this is a starting point for Veronest, right? The mini Consa, and then
Yes.
steamrolling into hives.
But
He wanted to make it with level 5 prison hero aside of this Verdish. I think it's a good decision because that hero can also start to chain this army out.
mhm.
I reckon that this is a good decision. Also this hero will bring some meat for the
You know,
griffins.
but I wonder what is the next step. Is he approaching the Dragonfly Hive immediately, or he's chaining the army back?
Well, he should do some of them that are on the road for the primary statistics. Like if there is a sword, he should go and pick it up with that angel and the wyverns he collected along the way. If there is some shield for the defense point, the same story goes. Theodore's
Yeah,
level 5. Okay,
no,
at least he has one offense and one defense point.
it doesn't
While
look so good.
While Verdish has nothing, but this fight is not so easy.
Yeah, and in general, to start this map, it is quite tricky. So,
Yeah, we jumped quickly to see the size of the object that Dracon will do. That's a mini. And then I reckon that we can switch back to Veronest, see how well this Griffin Conservatory go or not.
it will not be smooth. I can
Oh
tell
yeah,
you
that's
that.
for true. 3 to 7 Griffins dying. Ooh, that's very
It
tricky.
actually looks bad.
Actually, this is a very tricky map. Like, unless Griffins are not Moralin, this fight is not the easiest in the world, but it's doable.
Yeah.
But if they start to morale or if they start to high roll damage, then it's a
Then it's
problem.
nightmare. It
Then
is
it's
a
a problem
nightmare.
because then you have to flee from that fight without gaining a reward. You have to then think how to finish this fight in this object to acquire that one angel that could open you the map. It doesn't look promising super easily.
I'm not a big fan of waiting for Prison to make this fight, to be honest. I mean, if this would be a barbarian or something, of course, but
Yeah, even
with
Beastmaster,
Theodorus,
like Captain, whoever, but
yeah,
warrior. Like
yeah, yeah.
Even the hero that you impersonate in our world, Edric.
Adric would be
Eh,
perfect, of
Edric
course.
would be actually really good. Leadership and armor are perfect for that.
Uh, it's not bad, not very bad at least. So far we have 86 imp standing, and we still need to deal with 32 griffins. So 18 are done. 28 to go.
22 to go. He's alright. He's actually pretty decent. The Griffins did not morale at once, even in this fight.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky about this, I must say.
Actually, yeah, RNG is on his side because, well, uh, after 8 rounds, the Griffins should morale at least once, and they never did. So, even although he will lose some of the stacks, some of the army, his reward is bigger than the rest of this army combined. One angel
Yeah,
is a
this is
map
okay fight.
opener. Yeah, this is a
Mhm.
map opener. At the
And
moment, he can go grab that hive on the way, no problem. Like, okay, he opted to actually chain the army to the other side of the map to do other stuff. But I would still do that hive on the way. Theodore, for all, it is fine if you do or not. It is completely up to you.
But
There's
where
no
is the tempo on this map? Because this one angel, it's okay, but how to convert it into tempo? Like you said, maybe it is time to start with hives, but what size of hive you want?
Mm,
In this army, you want a small hive only.
well, obviously
And
you don't want the maxi one, right? Like you don't want to fight against 90 dragonfly hives, dragonflies.
I
30,
think even
45, no
S3 is
problem.
difficult.
On the good warrior, 60 is also doable.
I'm not sure, really,
Well,
because
obviously you
angel is good argument, but
obviously
70 something imps.
yeah, you're gonna bring some demons in for the mid. You're gonna bring some extra stacks from
Mhm.
those duels. Size 60, I reckon it is doable.
Okay.
90, no chance, obviously. But 60, I think it's fine.
So I have some news from the opponent side. Crack is already located somewhere nearby the break. He has magic book. The spells should be transferred with some scholar hero, and his position is good. Even though he has much less banks, he has tempo on the map, and Veronest needs to work on the tempo.
So it looks like Kashu is set for a 115 late or 1-1 full movement
Mhm.
break. I reckon that Krakak will gonna go for the hive, then set for a break, and then 116 on full movement with mass haste. He's gonna do the break. It should be reasonable tempo, considering that he already has a hefty amount of wyverns. He's gonna have some 3 angels extra because this comes next to this next to his starting zone is size 3. It's actually a perfect hex for angel because it's not
Mhm.
reachable by any walking troop.
It's perfect, and he has a 10, so it will heal him every turn. So yeah,
Yeah,
very nice fight.
no need for healing at this moment. All he has to do is just retreat those sweet familiars.
Yeah, to be honest, it's not that easy fight. It just went very well. 9 pits. If they morale, it would just kill the imps. But it went very well.
Yeah, it went pretty smoothly. Not gonna lie. Okay, now you upgrade the imps into familiars because the crucible is upgraded on day 1. Okay, you can have here extra tent from Ryan, or you can have an offense hero, Krelion. Oh wow, this shield looks decent, but the quick
Yeah,
combat
it's
decided, nah, let's think. Let's correct this fight.
of course quick combat is yeah. The quick combat drives you straight into fist fight, and what you want to do is to run around a little bit and fight these 16 or 15 stacks one by one.
Yeah, if you actually get surrounded by 80 leprechauns, even Angel, as an average unit, cannot withhold the power of clubs. So it was possible that Angel had died, and then all of the Inferno starting army has died as well. Well, the tent here is really good as it heals the
Mhm.
Angel. So you can be attacked, the Angel, by 1 or 2 stacks of those leprechauns, and then get healed with some
Yeah.
with from some of the damage. This is actually,
Kent is carrying this battle, actually.
but he has to be careful. His Angel is 90 HP left. He has to drive some 1 stacks into the battle, get back with the Angel to get healed a little. First aid tent should heal from 20 to 40 damage with the first aid changed. in April by expansion 1.72. This fight,
All good. Yeah.
so this shield will bring him some defense points. I think it's 5. This shield.
Yes, it's 5. It's very good shield for his purposes to go through Dragonfly Hives. It is a perfect application.
Oh yeah, that's true. Well, you see, there is a lot of fodder meat to go into the hives. There are some starting army from Dungeon Hero, because as we can see, there are some trogs, there are some evil eyes, some harpies. There are some pit fiends with familiars and with angels. So first of the hive can be done. I am not super keen that the mage will do that because it's gonna be Aislinn. So only one attack point. There is pretty hectic of
But there is another reason behind this. He started his game already from turn 1 with giving experience and skill points to Aislinn. I think he's considering that she might be the hero who will do the break, who is worth to get experience, and of course starting Meteor Shower is one of the main reasons.
Well, the only downside for Aislinn is that she has necromancy. So if she has necromancy, she's gonna bring some skeletons back that will actually weaken our morale in our army. So this is the only like death sub skill. Otherwise, she's pretty decent. Like, she's a mage with wisdom. She has high chance for earth magic.
There is rare case when necromancy actually helps. This is the case when you enter the battle, for example, for Dragonfly Hive, and you have only your main stacks. Maybe Angel, maybe some Wyverns, maybe some Cyclops. You don't have any 1 stacks. And then necromancy provides you 1 stacks every time you
Okay,
fight.
then obviously 1 stack.
Oh no.
Yeah, then 1 stacks are fine. But
Oh no, Mini.
for this, 1 angel is more than enough. Only 30 dragonflies, 4 wyverns as a reward, so not so many, but it is a decent start nonetheless. But it is quite problematic because there is always a question: do you bring 4 wyverns into the next hive or not?
I mean, in this particular position, you must, because you don't have much army, to be honest. The losses are quite nice. He made it much better than auto combat, which is not very obvious for Dragonfly Hives.
But this fight is also quite problematic. Horde of Wood Elves, I would recommend go for another hive. This one is not good enough.
Ooh, what choice he has? Oh no. Oh, mamma mia. No. This is. I mean, the tent is the only attribute he has, but this
Well,
is.
1 shower was good.
No.
Actually, less an amount of orc chieftains, but it's still not enough. Well, he has 100 hit points left.
I'm not sure. It depends very much on what kind of healing pool you roll from the tent. If it goes well, it goes well.
Well, if the orcs will not morale, because that's also a problem.
Yeah.
If they
The
would
one stack
morale,
in
then
morale, the big stacks. Oh
okay,
no,
6
he's close to
HP,
dying.
2 full stacks of 10 and
He
9.
died here.
30 HP. This is a pretty close fight, actually.
Yeah,
So
it's very close. It's as close as it gets.
I don't think he could attack 10.
Yeah, he should attack the small one.
Yeah,
Obviously, he will need to attack small one.
Well, 23, 22 damage healed from tight tent. Ooh, it's not enough. A single
He will not stand.
would help. This is a minus angel, though.
Yeah, he will not stand. He could attack, like you said, a small stack, or he could defend. He couldn't do this.
I reckon that taking token out is fine. Like the 2 single tops. That would be good. Like
32 orcs remaining.
That's a lot, actually. That is a lot. For
Yeah.
4 wyverns left, I reckon that it's not even doable for wyvern. Well, Veronest has to think. Mikhail has to think a little how he wants to continue this fight. Obviously, I think that
Very difficult map.
he's already good in his mind that he lost an angel. I think that he doesn't want to lose that shield because at the moment, the angel and the shield are the two upsides from this map. Nothing extra.
No. What is he thinking about? In my opinion, he thinks about that if he attacks and he gets morale, then maybe he would stand.
That's a fool. That's a foolish way of thinking. He should
Yeah,
flee from that battle. He should save the shield because the angel is
it's
angel
too
is
risky.
angel is not
Not worth it.
not possible to save even from this.
Yeah, not possible. Exactly. If there are 32 orcs and he can clear 5, this is still 27 left for 24 damage.
And
It's
yeah,
not worth it.
they shoot on the straight arrow, not on the broken one.
But if you morale, if you
Still
attack
normal.
and you morale and you go
Well,
back.
Well, you have to high roll, but even the high roll has its limits. And this
Yeah.
was the case that even the high roll had its limits.
Oh, and now he
Well,
needs to fight without the shield.
and with -1 morale, because there are 3 factions mixed. So it is -1 morale for our army. So it might be possible that our wyverns will miss morale, and that is a problem. Well, he was lucky that only Evil Eyes have missed morale, and he missed the turn on that. Maybe if he would bring all the army, not only one angel, then maybe it was possible to do that. Well, obviously he would lose a lot. Ooh, that's a Death Knight. So maybe there is some value to Aislin's starting Necromancer. Level 10 Ranlu with Ballista.
The problem is he was expecting level 5 hero and he received level 10 hero. This is the problem.
Well, you see Horde of Orc Chieftains, and there was only a pile of crystal. So
Yeah.
if you see Horde and you see only pile of crystal, then you have to expect that this is a level 10 hero. Well, level 10 heroes can be problematic, and that was the case. They were problematic. Obviously, from experience
is very bad.
of the other kind of templates, we know that one angel is not making horde of orcs, right? So
yeah, of course not. 6k orcs is too much for 6k orcs is like 50, and it's too much for Angel.
So while this attack was brave, it wasn't wise. It
was a bit desperate, to be honest. But no, it wasn't this far away. With a little bit more healing from Tent and maybe with 1 or 2 morals from Angel.
Well, the Angel morale twice in 11 rounds. I reckon that RNG was fine on this side. The healing Tent, it actually made the fight possible at all. And well, he killed 37 Orc Chieftains, something like that. So
yeah, and
without that Tent, he would kill half of that stack. And
his timer is used.
Yeah, because well, he's thinking what to do now. And
to sum up, there is problem with army, there is problem with main hero, there is no main hero, there is problem with money, and there is a problem how to start the map. Because if this fight would be successful, then Aislinn goes straight into Hive, and it's getting better and better and better. But with this fight lost, it is actually a terrible situation.
Well, he could have gone for that Dragonfly Hive on Bellwether Armadillos on the way to bring the Angel back to Aisling. And even if that was a horde,
Yeah.
I reckon that the hero that was over there would be able to do 60 dragonflies. Of course, if there is a 90 dragonfly hives, then you're dead no matter what. You're dead and nothing extra. But
Okay. Very difficult for Veronest, and now let's switch to Kashu's side where he enjoys his huge army and his strong crack hack.
well, I would have said that his biome is also huge. Obviously, he has no idea what's going on the other side, so he has to stick to whatever he has. He has also one extra dragonfly hive on earth elementals, so this is doable. But you have to put the chain, which means put few heroes here and there to actually do that fight properly, and then bring the wyverns back. So it is quite problematic. It's better to actually go straight to crack hack and then do that fight, bring the wyverns back, upgrade them into wyvern monarchs, and then go break 116 full movement.
Mm. Do we know already the guard on the break?
Not yet.
No, okay.
Not yet, but I reckon for this crack hack.
Yeah, I was driving to a little bit different point. I would say if we don't need upgraded wyverns for break, we don't upgrade them. And the reason behind is money. So if we don't upgrade them, there are two benefits. First benefit is we have more money to chain more army from our starting biome. And second benefit is when we break to the middle zone and we meet new dragonfly hives, we will increase our power stack instead of making two separate power stacks.
Well, having two separate power stacks is good if you fight against, let's say, implosion or lightning bolt or whatever single damage spell, or just against one power stack of an opponent. Let's say if you have two weaker power stacks instead of one huge one, then it's a good one. But the better is obviously to have one stack. The best is to do this hive and then go for Wayfire Boots because they negate terrain penalty, and this is the perfect stuff.
There is a question it displayed on Hota and the impression that Inferno and Fortress were bad. Yes, these are not top tier fractions. However, on Jibus Cross, the template we watch right now, Fortress is quite strong.
Well, some actually say that Fortress is tier one faction because of the dragonfly, because of the hives themselves.
I mean, having these green boots, Wayfarer boots, which was picked right now, it is immediately tier 1. So the penalty movement is neglected by this artifact. This is very cool for Kashu.
So, oh yeah, there is a mass haste. So all he has to do is just deliver that haste to Krakak, and he's a very happy man. And look,
Yeah,
those clubs are going through swamp without terrain penalty. 175% movement cost across the swamp is negated to normal 100% movement cost. Angels, same story goes.
Where to go from this point? Is he ready to go for break, or he should, scout a little bit more? There is a prison unopened.
There is one slight problem on Kashu's side. No money at all. Absolutely no money.
Yeah, this is
why I said have at least 5k extra.
I think it's not possible to upgrade wyverns, first of all, and second of all, it is he has a terrible problem right now. This is really
it's really problematic.
He's
At
losing
least-
a turn due to money. This is a turn lost.
Yeah, because, well, he bought a Mage Guild previous turn. This turn he
Yeah, but
bought something
what to
in the
do with
city.
Crack? No, he cannot wait in front of this hive. He should move closer to the main break, in
Of
my
course,
opinion.
yeah. Crackhack has to move closer. He has to take that Fountain of Youth. But
Here we go. One market trader.
yeah, classic Jeebus. You have to trade whatever you have for little amount of gold. The market provides. This is the worst trade ratio that is possible in the game. Only
See.
25 gold per wood and ore, and 50 gold
Must.
per. Yeah,
He
he wants to deliver haste to Crackhack.
Yeah, exactly. So this is the must-have for this turn. Of course, it could be better with some more money, but this is the minimum he needs to perform, and he is doing this.
Yeah, but this is just the bare minimum. Like, he's doing what he said, like what you said. He's skipping the hive on the Crackhack, and he's gonna. Is his?
Nagas.
Are those Nagas really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
I think
that,
it's Naga wins. And you see, he's doing the right thing. He's dropping sim turns because he will break next.
very nice of him.
Yeah.
And if those are Nagas, well, I'm gonna say that he's extremely lucky with that one, because
I'm pretty sure.
you cannot have an easier break. You just simply cannot have. Look, you can even chain out that spirit of oppression to negate morale of Nagas. Obviously, you're not breaking with Dracon, so you don't have positive morale for yourself. So we dropped the sim turns after turn 4. So let's go back to Veronest and see what solutions he brought to himself.
I mean, solutions. Okay, this is very nice. So he went for artifacts, and this sim interruption. This is not only a way to make sure that the game is fair and square, but this is also a pressure on your opponent. So he knows my opponent is strong, and I must be fast. I must risk.
Yeah, he knows, because Kashu is usually not dropping simultaneous turns if he has no good reason for that. And if he dropped sim turns after fourth turn, then Veronest knows.
And it was also double plus, because it was a plus on 1-1-1, a plus on 1-2.
So yeah, it is quite a problem for Vero. Really big ones.
Okay. Mini hive. So it's not bad news, actually. We have 8 wyverns, and we need to chain through next dragonfly hives. Otherwise, I don't see any means how to increase this army.
Well,
And then
I would prefer size 6 over here.
Yeah, of course.
After 6, size 4 only,
But
because size 8 is not doable.
There is one more terrible thing about this map. Where is the main hero? Who is the main hero?
There is no main hero. We're just gonna break into the desert with whoever is gonna be around. Like, of course,
But
you can
117, 1-1.
I think 117. Like, okay, you can start investing into that Krellion. You can do the Dwarven Treasury. Should be doable on him.
Yeah.
Well, obviously it's a mini one, because all of his banks were mini on this map. Mini cons with Angel already lost. 2 mini Dragonfly hive,
I must
and
say,
mini Treasury.
size of Konsa was nice for him, but other sizes it doesn't work well. And
Yeah, other sizes not so much.
And the guard for the Dragonfly Hive next to the mini Konsa, this was also a problem, because the there are Ifritis over there. In other case, in case of weaker guard, it would be quite nice fight to do, and to transfer straight from Konsa into 3, then into prison, it would work very good. Unfortunately, he couldn't do this.
Maybe if there was, maybe if Ignatius were to do that mini conservatory,
Nice.
then it's
So
okay.
he's chaining for the third 3. Let's see how it goes.
Maybe this Ranulu will break. That's a level 10. That's a level 10 warrior after all, ballista. So
The fact that he's his best hero is a little bit sad, and this is another mini 3.
okay, so we are actually entering the 1% zone with three hives being mini.
But there is a fourth one, and
Is
I
it
mean,
mini also? With
he stands
the
bad.
series strike?
No, I think it will be bigger one. So in the end, he has some army and some potential to break to middle. But Kashu is going there pretty fast, right in this turn. So I think the fastest that Veronest can perform is 117. And
But
in my
1-1,
opinion, there is even a risk
1-1
that
is
he
more
could,
predictable.
yeah, that even he could skip to 1-1. That this is also possible.
But he can break with some control spell because the champions were guarding some scroll spell scroll, sorry. And then I reckon that if there is 10 to 19 champions, it is a control scroll. So maybe he will have dimension door or fly. That could increase his chances of actually going onto the desert and be able to do something in the desert. Its affiliation is Cove because we saw the Nyx. So a lot of Nyxes, a lot of Sea Serpents, some Sorceresses, some Assets. There is potential to come back with the army.
In general, this map confirms my prediction. At first sight, it was looking like a good or very good map, but extremely difficult. And this is what we see. The struggle how to collect all these objects because he has a lot of army banks. It's just extremely difficult to gather him in a reasonable way. Either guards are difficult, like this Ifrits he's aiming right now. Either the location is too scattered to collect in organized manner. So he's trying to make a plan on this difficult map.
Well, you said that this map is good, but it's complicated. Now the
Yeah.
map is just complicated.
And uh, I hate to remember it to you, but you said that Kashu map is not so good.
Well, I am still thinking that this map is not perfect.
Yeah,
Thing is,
he's going
like,
out 115 with big army. It's very good.
well, obviously the map itself turned good, but
Yeah.
well, let's just drive a little from the outcome of this from the outcome of Kashu's biome starting. What if that hive was mini? What if the cons on Kashu's side is also mini, and then you don't see any other object?
You mean the first hive?
Yeah, the first hive, because that was size 8. That's size 4. Well,
I mean, he had 112. I mean, I think the first hive was mini. The second was big. Yeah.
no. The first one was big. The second one was mini. Well,
Okay.
you know, the point is, he turned this map into something really good
This
because
is nice battle, and
size 3, level 5 drag. I think it's doable. Well, he would lose some of the wyverns, probably all of the gnolls, but still he would come back with 3 angels extra. Maybe
yeah,
some one stacks.
the gnolls have amazing capacity to take damage. So Dragon with Armorer and with specialty gnolls, the gnolls will do amazing job in this battle. Just to come back very shortly to Veronest turn, I like his plan. He is very calm. The situation is not good for him, but he is taking the best of the position he has. So he will collect all other hives and try to set up, I believe, nice 1-1-7 break.
I reckon 117 also. With you have to Purman run low. So Purman is to set the hero on 1 or 2 1 stacks that are faster than the AI you actually go against AI unit, and then flee from that fight and buy whenever fancy. So Veronest would have to Purman run low somewhere, and then go for break 117 on run low, ballista, and some wyverns.
Nice play
As
from Kashu.
predicted, all gnolls lost, 2
Yep.
wyverns only, so it is a good outcome.
Yeah, to battle 150 griffins and lose just 2 wyverns, this is very good. Of course, gnolls are also lost, but they are converted right now into tier 7 unit, Angel, and now
Yeah,
really strong.
yeah, you know, gnolls serve their purpose. They allowed us to get 18 wyverns and 3 angels. So the transformation is good enough.
And as long as we believe in Veronest and in this 1-1-7 break, our host today, he is not so sure. He said, I doubt that breaking through Bihis with random hero is that easy. It's not easy, but
But it's
considering the amount
doable.
of army he can collect, I think this is manageable. Also, he has quite nice statistics. And Ranlu, he has haste already built in, so very good for this battle.
Also, he can shoot with ballista to deal some damage. Level 10 specialty hero. I reckon that whilst that fight will not be super easy, it is still doable. Okay, there is a shaman's puppet, so you can decrease luck by 2 points. This is a very good artifact for final battles. There is a shield. He never got to equip any, so
Yes, all statistics are good for him.
this is a
And
very good stuff. Also,
this
he's gonna
prison located.
chain the very very nice. Yeah, this means that N9 he's not needed anymore. There is no view air, so no point of keeping him up.
But he kept him anyway, Solmer died, okay.
Well, you got Josephine, level 1. She brought a lot of meat.
I mean, this army is fine, but it's not like, crazy fine. 20 wyverns?
8 clubs, 3 angels. It's a bare minimum, to be honest.
Yeah, this is a minimum. And I
Er,
think Tazar has just 1 knowledge, 1 SP, is it so?
yeah,
2
2 SP, 1
SP.
knowledge. It's not gonna be super easy fight.
No,
Like,
1 haste.
well,
Problematic 1 stacks because you lose morale.
you lose morale. Okay, 7-7 statistics. I reckon
Also
that
not
he
impressive.
should. I reckon that he should go for the star axis.
Yes,
Increase
I
his
think so
spell
too.
power.
I
But
think so too
well,
because this could be.
he opted not to. So
Uh,
there is actually a lot of Nagas on a break. There's a small horde.
I'm not sure if this is even.
Oh, sorry, not small horde. Big lots. It's 46 of them. Well,
Yeah.
Krakak has level 8, so he has additional. Additional extra 30-ish% damage.
Mm-hmm.
And as you see, angels and wyverns are good enough to actually kill 1 stack of Nagas. As long as
Portugal.
they don't touch him, he should be fine. But they went directly for the Kashu's army, and they actually
Not
start
so
to rip
easy.
them off.
You see, he is breaking sweat right now. It's the haste is gone, and he put troops in wrong position.
Oh my
Now
god.
he's in the fist fight with Nagas.
That's not good. Because
No, it's terrible.
yeah, the melee fight against Nagas, you just don't win it. You just simply
29 Nagas without counter attack. It's terrible. He must go with this dragonfly to block these two
somewhere.
sevens.
So
Yeah,
he has to block those 2 7s. Then he has
and,
to obviously mass haste and block. Yeah, you can do it once again.
Okay, and you know the another problem, and I think this is a big problem, is
Yeah, one of the Nagas is always going for Cyclopses.
oh no, he has a free spot, but yeah, this is time to fight. I mean, if he will run around, he will just lose this game, and yeah, to give up
Yeah, you have to
Cyclops,
suffer.
yeah, to keep 2 angels and as much wyverns as possible. I think this is the plan.
Well, he should get out of this fight. But it is he should, not that he will. Okay, they went for Klops, which is good.
And now this position is terrible. This Naga with 7 quantity.
It's
No,
always going down.
and he cannot
course.
block her. This is one
Okay.
needs to go up. Okay, and we fight on the bottom with 15 Nagas.
Wait on. Nah, you cannot wait because Nagas go for
No.
Wyverns then.
There is no waiting in this battle anymore.
Yeah, now it's
Just fighting. Angel must run away.
Okay.
Yeah, this is what we needed to do.
This is what has to be done.
This was correct play. 10 wyverns stayed alive. Okay, it went bad, but it could be worse.
Well, he's not happy, but
whoa,
the outcome of it can actually satisfy him. There are 2 dragonfly hives. There is a town.
Of course.
Right after the break.
Perfect.
You just couldn't ask for more at this moment.
Yeah. These losses are meaningless if he takes the army back from these 2 hives.
Okay, there is also a Sword of Judgment. So immediate primary stats boost. Mm-hmm. This army is still good enough to do dragonfly hives. So but good that he didn't actually upgraded them.
Is it? If it would be Maxi, how it would end?
It would end with being size 9 or size 7 because they would go for wyverns.
So good size for him.
I don't think that he would lose an angel over there in Maxi. He would, because the dragonflies would go for wyverns time.
Mm-hmm. The -1 wyvern plus 7. Oh, even without loss, this is very good result.
Yeah, this is a very nice
Extremely
one.
Well.
He has to trade all resources he has for extra hero, be able to go for the other hive, and then go back to that dungeon. And
you know
go into
what
the
we
center.
discussed? To take the star axis, this would actually help a lot in this battle with Nagas.
Yeah, that's true. That's why I actually said about it, because having 2 spell power is nothing. Having 3 spell power is nothing, but a little less nothing. Because it actually drives you somewhere. And having mass haste for 3 turns instead of 2, meaning that over 10 mana, you have mass haste over 6 turns. So it is actually helping.
Crazy fight from Kashu, amazing display of his abilities. I'm very happy he didn't lose in this battle and that we can watch the game through the development of this middle phase on the desert. Let's see how it goes. I'm very happy that this battle was successful, and I'm very happy it was so difficult because it puts Veronest in a little bit better position, so it's they are more close right now.
But this position is still not very good for Veronest because at this moment he just has like few Klops less. That's it. He already covered the amount of wyverns he had. So
Yeah,
yeah,
he has more wyverns, so +4 wyverns compared to the breaking main guard, but he lost also 5 or 6 cyclops and 1 angel.
and one
So
angel. So
yeah,
relatively, it's just one angel because angels are harder to acquire on the desert
yeah.
than
My main
cyclopses.
point was he's still a bit weaker than in this
Yeah, but it's
big
just a
fight.
bit, just a
Just
bit.
a bit, yeah.
Well, I would like to stop here for a second because
Mhm.
I would like to concentrate more on the move that Kashu had while fighting the break. He was at first very happy, then very angry, then very sad, then very like stressed and quite irritated. And after those two hives, he went just back to be his normal, shiny, smiley himself. So actually, it's really good for him that he gained the momentum back from being tilted.
He was at the moment he was really sweaty, and you can see this now. He's very stressed. In a moment in this battle with Nagas, I think he was already sure that he made a critical mistake which will cost him the game. This is my interpretation. And right now, he's looking good. Really, he's looking good. But
Well,
how do
obviously,
you skip this +3 all on Diamond Golems?
what?
He's kept +3 all on Diamond Golems.
Maybe some scout hero would do it because he has about six, about 20-ish wyverns.
You
So
know,
it's
it's
gonna.
funny because he's looking at the tavern, he sees Ranlu with high stats, and he's thinking, okay, my opponent is also doing good.
We know he's not, but he cannot.
Yeah.
He cannot know that he's not doing well.
Yeah,
So
but
let's see how is he doing.
I like the plan from Veronest that he went through these trees. If any of these trees will be big, then his army is quite okay.
Okay, so this is the second to last dragonfly hive. It's a small one, but it's not a mini one, so it's good for him because he just got 6 instead of 4 wyverns. Now he has only one dragonfly hive left on the wood
Mhm.
elves. There is a very far and very distant dragonfly hive on Ifriti. There were
Yeah, and
2
no,
pickets, and that's it.
to take the different perspective from Veronest perspective, this breaking sims was quite rough, sim interruption. But on the other hand, what he sees in tavern, this crack 8822 statistic, it's nothing special.
Well, it's nothing that drive him into the state of despair because he didn't show
Yeah,
20 all stats. He still
yeah,
has some
exactly.
army to be done. Well, I just forgot about those 2 experimental workshops, but those 2 still, it's nice. It's nice for the player to do them because that's an extra army.
It looks to me that he will skip those experimental shops.
But for
Maybe
what
I'm wrong.
purpose? But for what purpose?
I mean,
He should do it. He should do them because that's an
it
extra army.
requires certain amount of preparation. If he knew that they are big, I'm sure he would focus on them. If he doesn't has this knowledge, I'm not sure if he will play around.
Well, the experimental shop on mechanics is always free because the guard is
Yeah,
very
yeah, yeah.
easy.
Yeah, but you
Well,
need to pay for the heroes to be there and to make the chain through this shop. And QC did better than the player this time. So quick combat didn't lose Wyvern and Veronest lost one.
that's a
It
sad
is a small
story.
one. Hmm.
Okay, and that was our hero. After all of those turns, it was all destined for Ignatius to be the main hero, and now it's too late for him. It's just too late.
I mean, I'm not sure anymore about anything. I guess this is in the end 1-to-1 break.
Yeah, there is one Griffin Conservatory. There is also a mental shop. Now you have to focus on them. You have 3 of them, so you could have potentially up to 12 giants.
I mean, he's not strong enough to take any hero to break and make it. But okay, you know,
Ranlu is the
Aislinn,
best.
I think Aislinn is breaking.
Now or in next turn? Because now it's too far
No,
for
no,
her.
earliest in next, and possibly 1-1 even. But Aislinn is not so bad.
Well, you
She gets 50
don't have
mana, you know?
enough. Well, you don't have enough of spell power to actually do it.
Yeah, I mean,
You have
some
only
basic
3 spell
spells.
power. Okay, there is Star Axis, so there is +1. So you would
Yeah,
have 4. The Meteor Shower, okay, is good, but it would kill 3 behemoths? 4?
you know, even single slow, single heist for this battle.
What about an Upstack? If Upstack would generate
No,
over there,
Upstack is a no-go. If there is Upstack, you need
yeah,
to prepare really seriously for this fight.
yeah, if there is an Upstack, obviously it's a no-no, but it could generate. So what then?
Yeah, there's 50%.
Yeah, obviously. So it is quite problematic for him, and there are a lot of questions to be answered. It's the end of turn 6 because at this moment, well, army has struck in the end of his
Mhm.
biome. Rest of heroes are scattered across across the starting biome, and it is a problem for him. I would actually try to think of a fast way to connect the dots for the next turn or two, and then try to save the timer because it may be needed later in the future.
If there is an later, but it looks like 1-1 break to me. I mean, if these dragonfly halves would be bigger sizes, maybe 117. And you know, he thinks about breaking with Kralion, about breaking with Aislinn. He has these two options, but his turn ended in the nowhere. He still has 3 heroes to move, but how to improve his situation just from moving those heroes? This is a hard task.
I don't. Well, I am still keen on breaking 117 on Ranlu, but Ranlu was in the corner of the map, capturing the side village of Rampart and then doing the hive size 6. I am still keen on him breaking 117 because he has expert artillery, he has archery, he has some logistics to also cover extra movement on the map.
But no, but Ranlo cannot break 117.
Yeah, because well, it's end of 116 and he's actually sitting in the Rampart
Yeah,
village.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
But yeah, he could think of doing some things differently. But as a starter, he should not go onto the Orc Chieftains fight for Ranlu.
Yeah, it was a big mistake, and this mistake, I think, in the end, what is the cost of this mistake is approximately 1 turn lost in tempo. If he did
At
exactly
least.
the same like now, having one angel at end of 115 and those wyverns, it would not be a bad situation. But right now, being 1 turn later, it's actually quite terrible.
This is at least 1 turn. Because imagine that if you don't lose that angel, you could still make all of those small hives in turn 4 and 5. And he
Yeah,
could be
yeah.
actually setting for 117 break on whoever. Because he could acquire about 30-ish wyverns, about
Mhm.
3 angels on medium on average. So then that break would be quite easy. Right now, it's 116 ending, the 6th turn is finishing, and he is in not very good spot, to say the
But
least.
you know,
Euphemistic.
these are very difficult decisions he's making right now. Basically, he finished his turn 3 minutes ago. All this time, all these 3 minutes, it was to think how to move the last heroes, how to try to get
Okay, he's
as much as
setting
possible from this map.
Krelion. Okay, he's
And
setting Krelion to break 117.
yeah, And you see these experimental shops, he will not do them. He will just go through the banks that are close to him.
Well, that is a pity actually, because well, as long as we may not favor giants as a good a good unit, right? Like the giant is an euphemism of being a weak unit. So
Giant is giant disappointment.
yeah, giant is an euphemism of disappointment, but 12 of disappointments can easily break you that, or maybe even 6, 7. On average, you should get 6.9 of
It
giants.
doesn't
So
work
let's
like in real life.
like of course it doesn't work like that, but on average you get about 7 of giants. Seven of them should break you.
In real life, if you have a lot of disappointments, you are just more disappointed. But in Heroes 3, if you have a lot of giants, you are quite happy.
Yeah, but obviously you want to have 7 angels instead of 7 giants, right? But
Obviously.
at the moment you have to stick to whatever you have. And then look, he lost 5 minutes just thinking and correcting the placement of heroes, and still Aislinn is not moved, and yet she's quite crucial.
I mean, I'm not sure what is exactly her task, but she might serve different purposes. She could weaken the break, in theory. She could have some other missions in the middle, in desert, if Veronest is allowed to play in this zone of the map. Yeah, but this turn she will be just chilling.
And probably she's chilling next turn. Like, look on this. Okay, his timer has expired. Game has forced him to abandon his turn and gave the turn to Kashu, who is forced to chain out that he's forced to chain out that Celestial Necklace of Bliss for +3 all primary stats. He should do that Dragonfly Hive on Royal Griffins on Desert.
Yeah.
This is also a nice scroll on the Medusa Queen, but it's
This
far and it's on his biome, so obviously that's a low priority.
this chain 3/3 is obviously a must-have for crack with low mana, but I wonder because it is located with a spell scroll. Of course, depending on the spell, it could be maybe difficult battle. It could be even 115 diamond golems, and but even if this is 115 diamond golems, this is quite easy battle.
Yeah, it
Or
is
is
still
it?
doable. Like
But,
you have
but maybe not easy.
28 Wyverns, right?
Yeah.
Well, for +3 all, losing 2-3 of Wyverns
Mm-hmm.
is more than acceptable, really.
Yeah, if this is -2 or -3, then this would be fine. Yeah.
Yeah, it's totally acceptable. I don't
Let's
understand why he's skipping that on a scout hero, especially that decently sized Marius with expert armor.
And now these Wayfarer boots are also excellent for this desert part.
Okay, this is a punishment for not making the relic commentators calling on mini hive.
He will not make it, you know. It's the thing is he's so short on gold and so eager to go to the middle town, which is correct play, that he's skipping this.
Look,
And now,
this is the road to Veronest.
yeah,
The
where do we go from here? Will
left
he
one is
correct?
going to the central zone.
I mean, when I know Veronest's position, I know he should go left, but personally, I would always go up.
I wouldn't,
But he sees this turn to the right. Yeah, now he should change his mind.
but well,
Amazing.
he should go always to the left because there is a spellbinder's. So this is your there is your implosion, there is your dimension door, there is your fly. Obviously, the guard
Now
there is quite hard because there are mighty gorgons over there, and there is probably a horde of them.
there is like the other magic problem, which is no magic stats.
Yeah, no mana pool, no spell power, but
And,
still,
you know,
even if you won't be able to use that, your enemy also won't be able to use them.
and there is a cape +2 speed. It's also very nice. But okay, Kashu. Hard decision on you now. Huh. He's thinking. Thinking.
Oh yeah, I agree on chat with that one. This desert is pretty decent. There are some stats. There is some army, and there are also some casting spells and casting artifacts. This
He
is a good one.
survived with 10 wyverns. Now he has 32 after one turn in desert. This is very good.
Well, all he needs to get is just a level 20 hero with expert air, and he's good.
The longer I look on this map, the more I like going to the left. But Is it so that the way up is to Veronest? I'm not so sure anymore.
It has to be. It has to be because he has a break to the side on behemoths, and Veronest had no road, only going towards the center after his break. And look, the escape is just
Okay. Here we are.
next to that city, so it's gonna be kept. So yeah, this road next to experimental shop is always going to Veronest because there is a town, there is a road to the left side biome, and
Oh no, a big mistake.
a costly one.
No, he can, just exactly hit with angel, the wyvern will fly away. So in the end, not so costly, just some
Well,
wyvern.
it is costly because it's one wyvern lost.
Yeah.
You don't want to lose any, right? But well, one wyvern better than losing 6 or 7 of them.
Okay, we have it. We have the middle. Or Kashu has the middle. Not much gold, but there is a Naga bank. I would say there is plenty to play around here. Also, this cape with additional speed for your units will be perfect for wyverns, which are by default 7 speed, 9 speed with cape. It works very well and looks very well for Kashu.
Yeah, it is pretty suitable. Like speed modification is something that is really crucial. Now Kashu understands how the roads disperse.
Yeah, but also he has quite good vision into Veronest area, so he knows he's pretty safe this turn.
Well, main hero has scouting, so obviously he sees a little bit more, but well, he knows that he is pretty safe, so he can even poor man that crack hack somewhere, regenerate his mana pool in the starting fortress town. Some crown would be decent. This Colosseum of the Magi also would be good, so he could grab his 2 extra knowledge. Visions. Well, this template is not a diplomacy one. If it would, then that scroll would be perfect, but sadly it's not.
Yeah, vision is mostly used for diplomacy reason, sometimes to learn about a hero you want to attack.
But in the quarterfinal,
actually,
in quarterfinal, Kashu against Davidu, Kashu used some of the diplomacy, the new one, to actually acquire some of the archangels on the desert.
Yeah, and you see Roshik is back. She was already fighting for Veronest, but Veronest let her die in battle, and now she will try to make better service for Kashu.
Well, Rosic died dwarfs, so now gonna be better. Now she's gonna do that experimental shop because it's on the way. And you have to try to chain that army out. You have 2 heroes, so it's not that much.
Yeah, the difficult position here is if you don't do this experimental shop, then maybe your opponent will do. So this is
Well, you are forced to do it. You don't want to
Yeah.
do it, especially it's because it's a mini one. But it is a one giant that your opponent will not have.
So, the net profit is one more worry, one more disappointment to
Yeah,
worry about.
actually, you know what's going on with that giant? The, the outcome of that chaining of that one giant is just -1 morale.
Exactly. One more
You just
disappointment to worry about.
well, you just cannot even split him out to collect some resources on your starting biome because he's gonna drown in swamp. Okay, so he should set up for that Spellbinder's hat because this is a big relic.
Yeah, he's in a very comfortable position, and next turn, if he manages to chain some of these good artifacts, he even can build Mage Guild, and he will have for sure his mana regenerated for the Visitor, for Kralion or whoever Veronest will choose to fight Crackhack.
Well, look, he can actually double mana in the dungeon side town. So he could have 40 mana instead of 20, and that could be
Mana
more
is
than
the
enough.
issue, of course. Unless he will do Utopia.
He's strong enough to do it actually. He has 30 plus wyverns, so he
Yeah,
should
but
be able to do it. Okay,
not much
size 2.
statistics.
Size 2. Imagine
Yeah,
that.
2 is...
2 is good.
I mean,
Obviously 3 would be better right now, but
I
size
mean,
2.
yeah. Now I'm thinking about what could happen if this single angel wouldn't die. This Konsa 2 could be done relatively fast.
Yeah, but he thought that he wouldn't rely on this army over here because, well, he thought that he would break with whatever is close to the road, and he doesn't have to dig himself down over there. But he was forced to do it. Obviously, he's not gonna regret it.
But he should fight those Nixes exactly, even just for XP. This is fine. Why not?
Yeah,
Okay.
this hero has learnings due to changes made in Horn of the Abyss, comparing to vanilla Hero of Might and Magic. Learning is now giving +20, +40, or +60% of additional experience points, and also learning is granting extra level after leveling up without leveling learning, except learning is the only. It's quite complicated, but it is very easy to actually, when you play it, it's very easy to understand and to quite rely on that. Okay, he made some treasury bank, sell for end gold.
Is this already the breaking plan? Let's
Has
see.
to be. Has to be.
Has to
I
be, yeah.
don't. Well, he can make that extra dragonfly hive on elves. He said Jedi.
Yeah, and I think that there is a plan for Aislinn actually to either weaken the break or even defeat the break. But I think weakening the break makes more sense. So the first battle with Aislinn and the second battle potentially with Kralion.
I think it has to be done with Krelion, because if you weaken that up with Aislinn,
He's doing
you're
this.
you're gonna kill, let's say, 6, 9 of them. It is a good result after all.
Yeah, exactly.
And after that, Krelion would just come and finish what she started.
Yeah.
So
Just
yeah,
to weaken the break.
and then go for it with Krelion.
Yeah.
Okay, there is no upstack, which is really nice.
Really nice, and you see 3 already dead, and more to come.
And more to come, so he could even kill 12 of them over here. I don't think he should be super greedy. If he would kill 9, it's good.
On his position, I would be greedy, and the reason to be greedy is this is still a difficult battle for him. He killed 9. This is nice.
Yeah. This is what he could ask for. That's why he boosted Aislinn as much as he could with that spell power. It is still
And
not
this
a
is,
guarantee fight. There's
yeah, still
25 of
difficult
them.
battle. And by the way, there is a lot of them. 34, is this standard roll or he high rolled?
Well, he
Let me check.
low rolled the high roll actually. I think that the median is about 28.
29. So
Yeah,
the range is
so
between 22 and 36. And he had 34?
no, there is 25 and he killed 9, so yeah, 30. So yeah,
So
he low rolled the high roll.
yeah, this is very high roll.
Okay, but
Okay.
single slows should do their job.
Yeah.
The downside is he has 1 spell power. He has no objects to actually extend the spell duration.
But this battle goes extremely well right now. He has this, how to say it, a blockade from demons, which will protect his wyverns, and then he will just eat the bees one by one. Exactly. Very nice.
Yeah, also the obstacle. Oh, unlucky moral. Bees cost 1 angel. It cost 1 angel. But still, the obstacles are good enough because you can actually separate those bears one by one.
Oh no.
Oh wow,
Oh no.
lucky. Now he was super lucky. 4 HP left.
The damage roll was on good side.
That's true. Okay, but
Okay.
this angel surviving is good for initiative, potential initiative. Okay, so that is our Earth hero.
You know, the
Now,
army is not so different on both sides. The problem is Kashu will have, the problem on Veronest side is Kashu will have one more turn to make himself stronger and attack.
and now Kashu see what
Yeah, he
Krelion
has the
has.
vision. Yeah.
He has the visions, so he can cast the visions. Come close to Krelion, he could see that this barbarian has no mana, no spell power.
Would you attack in Kashu
Just
position?
just 29 wyverns.
I'm not sure. I mean,
Well,
these
if
are
you have
similar tactics
well,
and similar
if you have
army.
if you have shackles, then you always attack. Because
Okay.
if you have, let's compare the heroes. If you attack with level 12, 13 crack hack against level 6 Krelion,
It's a huge
then
difference.
then the Krelion should stand no chance.
Yeah, and it is expert armorer, expert offense, and
And air magics with mass haste.
specialty in offense. Yeah, it is. But Crack has 0 mana. So, or he will have 1 or 2 mana.
But you can actually double his mana in a dungeon. But if you
Ah,
double,
if
if you
Vortex works.
because the vortex was not used in week 1,
Yeah,
so
you know, it
you can
makes.
actually poor man crack,
Okay.
double his mana,
Poor man
poor man
again.
him back, then do the spellbinder's hat,
And the question
and
is
then
if there is
dimension
enough
door
movement.
on the face.
Okay, and DD into Krelion. This
Dimension
is what you
door
mean.
onto the Krelion's face, and then attack with mass haste.
Yeah,
You just rip Veronest's wyverns onto pieces.
yeah, but no implosion on 1 SP.
Okay, well,
350 damage or yeah,
this is something like 350 damage. It is
350. Yeah, I think so. Okay,
okay.
let's see. Let's see. He will check him, I think. So Roshik or whoever goes, he should
Well, he's
grid.
forced to check on him, right?
Yeah. This is from my point of view, this is must have. To have the
He's
full
forced
information
to
on
scout
status.
and check on him on the last move possible. He can go
Mhm.
one step up and go back. He sees
And
10
yeah,
attack, 7 defense, 1 spell power, 3 knowledge, and 4 mana, with an additional flavor of 29 wyverns. Look, Kraka could go and attack him immediately.
I think there is no vortex in play, no taking of.
Pure Smork?
Yeah,
Pure
this is
Smork?
pure smart. You know, this fight for the head with tier 5 spells, this is actually a tough fight to do, not with crack hack. There is
And
a major artifact and there is this relic.
Obviously, he has no supportive hero, like reasonable supportive hero.
Hmm. He needs a little bit more army if he can make himself stronger, and he should attack. This is how I see it.
He can scout to the left. Maybe he could see something up over there. There is also a nice box on sandworms, really close to the city he's in.
Okay. And he has a lot of timer because he has 12 minutes left. So he will play.
There's also a one upside for Kashu against Veronest. The escape of velocity.
Yeah, I had the look on the same thing at the same time. Yeah, this is absolutely deal breaker for this fight. So if you have +2 speed and your opponent is always slower than you with the power stack, he will lose. So it looks very good for Kashu.
But still, I would consider having, precision
I like
casted
this.
for I also like it. The precision casted for extra style points.
A lot of people will forget about it. This is a minor thing. It doesn't change much, but you know, he had this spell, he used this spell, and his cannon was more precise.
Yeah, he should take artillery here to be fair. Okay, this shield is decent, +3 attack, +3 defense, but he's fighting automatons, so he has to be he has to be careful, not for them not to explode.
Yeah, the up stack is quite fast. This is the problem.
But
I'm
they
not
didn't
sure.
set themselves on fire, so it's good. So
Okay.
he lost only one wyvern, which is
Very
decent.
nice. Very nice. +3/3, nice.
Extra attack for crack hack, which is also important.
It looks to me he will not get much stronger on this desert. I mean, the banks he did directly after the break, these were the banks for him for this first and second turn on the desert. And right now, he has not much left.
But you know, those banks are enough. They are just enough. Because he's not able to change that dragonfly hive out. Well,
There is
he
one
did
more
the
hive.
Cyclops stockpile for extra resources.
Oh, I have now a different thought. Why should he attack?
Well, obviously, he can attack because he can.
But
And he
isn't
can.
waiting in town better?
Well, you don't know what opposition has on biome. You
Yeah,
obviously
so
you
okay,
might just
so I
obviously you
understand.
might just attack. You might just
To
attack.
prevent coming back to starting biome to, for example, to collect some utopia or whatever, you just attack when you can. This is yeah.
Yeah, this is
Well
okay
understood.
decision, and then also you are left with crack hack on a good spot. On the spot with the box on enchanters and the dragonfly hive on cavaliers, which is good.
But
if you don't
he's
decide
thinking
to
about this,
attack,
you see? He's a
yeah,
little bit tempted not to attack.
well, his stats are just a bit weaker, but the
No,
offense
yeah.
specialty makes up for it.
12-8 now, without artifacts. With artifacts, his
Okay.
stats are way better. How much money has Veronest? This is also interesting because he traded
About
also money.
5k, about 5k, something like that. He also
It's
traded a
not
lot
enough.
of his. He also traded a lot of his called. Okay, he can look. He can also chain up this Celestial Necklace of Bliss +3 +3 all stats. This is also huge.
Referencing to chat, he might be afraid of side town and late control game against Veronest. The side town break is controlled by Kashu. So basically, his opponent is cornered. Veronest is cornered right now. And yeah, he chose the box, so he will defend. And we'll
Seems
see
fair.
what
Well,
Veronest will
you
do.
know, he has built a mage guild, so he will replenish his mana, and
Yeah.
Veronest is quite forced to attack on the city.
It's quite huge box actually.
It is a good box.
60
of
guys.
sandworms with extra stack of Olgoi Horkoi.
Mhm.
I reckon it is some kind of army.
Army would be best for Kashu, to be honest, because
That's poor. 15k XP. Okay, he chose leadership over luck.
he could go for prison in theory.
What
But
about if you're not going back?
yeah,
that
there is a
hero?
problem with box. If there is a good hero inside, this good hero could defend. But if there is bad hero inside, you never want to go there.
Yeah, this is like two sides of the coin flip.
Yeah,
I
I
would.
like that he's playing this in conservative way. I think this is the correct play for Kashu. If you think about maximizing chances for winning, this to attack Kralion in this spot, this is a very fun play, but not correct from strategic point of view.
Yeah, but it is a risky one. Okay, so there are 36 Naga queens, so it
Which
is
is
just
fine
a
because you
bit
have now.
weaker than the break.
But this is the huge difference is +2 speed.
Oh yeah, that's
On the
true.
break, it was not available. So right now, the Naga fight is a little bit easier for him, and he's making a barrier from two heroes to make it a little bit harder for opponents to get to the middle town. And I think Krak will defend. That's it.
Well, if he's here, then he's defending all the time. Also,
But
he can
I,
now take the giant into his fight because
no,
he's
I
never gonna
wonder.
miss morale.
I wonder what is going on in Veronest head. Is he going all the way into the middle zone, or he would like to go back to starting zone and try to think about something unusual?
Well, Veronest knows that this road is leading to the central zone and somewhere else, and he knows that
Yeah.
most likely Kashu is having control over the side town, so he's never going to reach that. He might want to go back for this scroll on champions, his starting biome. It may be control, but it may be not. So
Veronest is cornered. This is a fact. Right now he is cornered.
yeah, right now I reckon that he is forced to attack, or try to attack on Krakax.
And
So
let's see. It will be very interesting to see how he decides on this topic.
Kashu actually put the heroes on a very good position because Veronest has to either attack or go around them on a desert.
I like that Kashu was
terrain
actually
penalty.
thinking hard about this. It's not usual for him. He can feel the weight of this game, and he was putting much more attention than usual.
Well, it's a tournament game after all, and he's fighting to join Pupok in the grand final live on Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. Atlantic time, and 7 p.m. European time on Friday the 10th. So
yeah, so some of us will be having fun in Poland. Rest will watch online.
Oh yeah, that's true.
He sees he's stronger. This is quite funny because Krak stayed with Angel on top and with army inside town, and then the army inside town strength is calculated without statistics. This is why Tavern is showing that Krelion is actually stronger, and this is, I would say, quite nice argument to go down there, but we know that this is a losing move for Veronest.
Well, looking for outs for Veronest, he may be tempted to go for the Enchanter. It might be good, might be bad, but it's not a losing move in one turn. Because
Yeah, I mean,
to
what
receive
should-
checkmate in one, he has to go and attack.
I mean, this is a difficult box, difficult fight, and what possible reward would make his position better?
Well,
And
Krellion
there are
has no
losers.
wisdom, right? Krellion
If
has no wisdom, so he cannot acquire some magic over there, if there is any. Because if there is a magic, then okay, you can go for the magic and try to overturn the result on magic. But he has
maybe
no
maybe
magic.
he could go for the prison, and see what's
Yeah, but the
behind
prison,
the prison.
well, the prison is pretty close to Krellion, but it's pretty far away in terms of movement points.
Yeah,
Because you have to
of course.
go on the desert and go around. So I reckon that if Krellion would go for that prison, that would be end of his turn. And even then, as I remember from Kashu's side, the prison guard is not something you are doing like straight away.
Okay.
So, well, as much as the prison is tempting, I don't think it's a correct move. This picket would be nice with the Ring of Wayfire, get extra +1 speed, but this picket is also pretty far away because there are some sandy molds that prevent us to go over there.
Veronest is explaining something to his viewers. He's talking constantly, and I see he's confused. He's considering different options. He can go back, but then what is the future for him? He can go forward, but then probably he loses. So, difficult choices.
Yeah. Okay, I reckon that he's tempted to go back for the scroll on champions, and then, well, whatever it will be there, it will be there.
Mhm.
Like, what? Well, the scroll is a guarantee that the scroll is good. It is either level 5 of a spell or a control spell, because Hota make the differentiation of
I
those
like
two
this.
kinds.
No? He's putting this ace in a way that she might reach the middle zone, and then
With Dimension Door, right?
yeah, he will try to get stronger. The problem is, his starting zone will not get him much stronger, just a bit. Maybe this scroll on champions you referenced, maybe this is the play.
Well, if he would save his resources, he could build up a mage guild, right? To get some control or to get some offensive spells. But at the moment, it's not possible. He has no resources to do it. According to chat, he found extra fly hive, but
Yes,
one is
yes,
not
yes.
enough.
He sees one more dragonfly hive.
Okay, this is a control scroll.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I see the word where he GG's out if it's town portal spell.
Yeah, he needs dimension door. That's it.
Fly is not getting him anywhere.
And
Like, fly
town
is
portal
good.
as well.
Yeah, fly is good to actually try to farm the desert somehow, or maybe to
Mm-hmm.
try to sneak into the side biome. Town portal is insta GG. Dimension door is coming back to the map.
Yeah.
Fly.
And it's fly.
Okay, he can try to sneak and try to pitch some content up for his side, but it's, well, obviously he preferred Dimension Door.
How to use this fly now in a smart way? Or in any way?
The downside is your heroes have no mana pool. The only
Yeah,
hero
exactly.
that has some mana is Aislinn, and she needs to do other stuff. So, Mr. Valerin, if you have the possibility, then just please put fly on the overlay. So know that red player has fly available to him. Thank you very much. and relatively this is the end of turn. He can like do some army, try to fly back to Aislinn, and go onto the late game against Kashu, where he has some control balls, but he's not the favorite from the position he has. And you should never actually delete the Ignatius with learning and magic.
I think both players are playing their position in correct way. So Veronest needed to move back. This is correct play. He also had this control scroll to play around, so he did this. And what Kashu is doing, this conservative way of keeping the desert and now getting stronger on the desert, this is also correct. But it is all based on knowing perspective of both players. I think that position of Veronest right now is very bad, because Kashu after this turn will be very strong.
Well, what Kashu has to do? He has to do Celestial Necklace of Bliss, +3 all.
Yes.
Primary stats. He might go for Thunderbird to get Sword of Judgment to get +5 to all primary stats. So he could get +8 to all.
And tier 5 spellhead.
Yeah, I am talking third Kashu's turn about that Spellbinder's hat. That is also something that you can actually go for.
So after this turn, Kashu should be amazingly strong, and this is not the case for Veronest. He's not getting stronger.
Yeah, so let's see what he can do. Bless you.
Thanks. Okay, so you want to play through this prison, you see? At least I think this is the idea.
Well, with Fly, you can actually capture it and hope for the best. That this is, let's say, level 20 hero with some good stats. Kashu can open his side biome. Pretty easy.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not a bad idea to actually open it and scout it.
Yes, this is not what usually Kashu does. I would say it's not.
Well, it's not his play style.
And you know, with this King of the Castle rule, the value of side biomes is not so huge, because you have really little time to harvest them. And right now Crack will pick up 5-5. Yeah, this is fight for Crack. This is difficult fight. And the golems
Horde of Thunderbirds.
And so, and you know, he can do Pulseman on the golems. I think he has enough movement, so he will get +8 all statistics and defend in the middle. This is huge.
Yeah, obviously he might not pick up the Spellbinder's hat because it could be done next turn, especially that he sees Veronest is nowhere near, so it is pretty safe for him to do that. Okay, actually the quick combat made it pretty alright for his standards.
Yeah.
for its standards, only 9 wyverns lost and all of this stuff extra.
0 wyverns will be lost in this battle.
About 3. If unlucky, then he would lose an angel. But he has to be unlucky to lose one. Well, yes. He was, and now now he's losing another one. Well, you know, lightning bolts are a thing, right? Like they made 3 lightning bolts in 3 turns. So every Thunderbird makes lightning bolt for 10 points. And if you get like 8 or 9 attacking you, you get lightning bolt. You get bolted for 80 or 90 damage. One angel was lost only due to that.
Yeah, the coats guarding Konsa and library, yeah, they are scary. There is a lot of value over there.
And now Veronest has picked up his extra out without knowing about it even, which is initiative and speed priority in turn 1. Because Kashu has no angels, Veronest has.
Yeah, this is a problem for Kashu, that he's relying on one power stack. Basically, what you aim at is relying on 2 or 3 power stacks. The reason is you don't want to be prone to lose the battle just with one blind or one berserk.
Yeah, like obviously you don't know what your opponent has, right? So he could have everything. He could have all magic cornered somewhere. He could be weak as hell, but you don't know up until you fight. Okay, he's making the mansion.
He needs money.
He needs money. He needs some artifacts.
But I don't understand why he used all of his 1 stacks in this battle.
He went with all of the pixies?
Yes, I think so.
He shouldn't do that.
Yeah, because it means he will skip the golem fight.
Cape of Silence. Nah. We skip
Doesn't
that.
matter.
Well, he should make 2 or 3 Wyvern 1 stacks and go for that anyway. Because
100 golems. Let's see how it goes.
Oh, that's a pity. There is no
vortex.
There is no Mage Guild and no Vortex.
No,
That is a pity.
This 100 mana is enough.
Ah,
Even more. No,
there was
100
barely
or
100 over
110.
there.
Yeah.
Barely 100.
Okay, it's going quite well.
Yeah, you can
Golems are
kite them on
splitted.
top.
Yeah.
Fine. Still, I think that he could do it 116 when he was there. Oh yeah, Shakti is a really good hero, and Shakti and the troglodytes are really good early army. Oh wow, 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 wow! This is our hero.
Now Gundula is my best friend.
Yeah, now Gundula is my best friend.
Ooh,
With the
very good
meteor
spell.
shower.
It's extremely good news, considering he will have now large mana pool. Yeah, this is extremely good news.
Yeah, this is
Kashu.
really good. Like now he can actually go and make some damage with that
Yeah.
stuff. Okay, he's building citadel, and then in next turn probably he's gonna build up some castle to actually defend with
Yeah.
extra arrow towers for extra damage.
Obviously, he's defending the central castle due to the king of the castle rule.
Which is good, which is what you should do, because the game has to be fixed before starting of turn 1 to 7, which is 14th turn. So game has to finish after 1 to 6 blue.
You know,
So
I wonder,
yeah,
is he capable now of doing Utopia with these extra statistics?
Oof.
This is the time for Utopia, yeah? Next turn.
Well, do you want to lose half of your army?
Yeah, this is the question. Because on one side...
95 of them.
Yeah, but this +2 speed, it makes a hell of the difference. And I think that this is also good target for crack for next time.
Well, those statistics are making a difference, right?
Yeah.
You have 21. Yeah, you have 21 attack, 17 defense, and +2 speed. This is
so
huge.
He should be able to one-shot.
Well, obviously you're going after green dragons because those are the slowest. But still, you should be good. Well, actually, if you cast mass haste, you're going before those basic dragons. The guard itself is hard. It's ancient behemoths guarding water book. This
Yeah, there is armor
stop
on crack.
closer,
So,
this stop closer to the dungeon on rocks. If you want to go for
also
top,
not.
this is your top. Go. Quest item on Crimson Coatl. Constant library. It's our no-go at the moment.
Yeah, let's see Veronest reaction. He will check tavern, he will see statistics. Okay, he took it nice and easy.
Yeah, he took it with dignity. He doesn't see at the moment that Kashu lost his angel.
Yeah, he doesn't see it. He just saw statistics.
Okay, and okay, he's going for the dragon. He's going for the hive. Extra wyverns. And you know what's funny? Kashu hates playing long gibuses. And this is third tournament gibus in a row that could end up with playing with King of the Castle rule.
Yeah.
If it's not an irony, then I don't know what irony is.
The game is trying to say something, and this is the message to Kashu that he should aim for the long games.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, that's true.
find some object on
Okay,
vampires.
Orb of Silt, pretty decent. He can
Yeah.
struck extra damage with whatever offensive spells he has on Earth Magic. So Aislinn will make great difference. And yeah, 86 Magox in 1 stacks. Killed our 1 stacks for future use.
Yeah.
Hello Wiggle every time. This is a semi-final of Heroes of Might and Magic 30th anniversary. This is a match Kashu against Veronest. My name is FirstBlood, as seen. With me there is Chillera, as seen. And we are commenting on the second semi-final, Kashu against Veronest. Sit down, enjoy the match, and have a good time over here.
Game is pretty exciting with Kashu chilling, very strong and confident in the middle, and Veronest trying to catch up, doing whatever he can to withstand very good disposition from Kashu.
Yeah, now well he's going for it. He's going to close the gap on the desert. He sees that he's weaker. He sees that there is no angel over there, so he has some speed prior.
No,
but he has no powers actually.
If you see this kind of statistics and you see Anders died, I would assume Utopia.
Most likely. So you could assume any kind of magic on the side. You can assume whatever it is. And
Yeah,
usually
so,
it's not something funny for you.
So Veronest doesn't have this information, but this most natural lead would guide him into thinking that opponent already did Dragon Utopia, which is not the case.
Well, to set him aside from thinking about Dragon Utopia, there is a not a big disparity in gold in terms of gold.
And he lost just some wyverns because Master Genie decided to attack.
Well, if he loses here 2 or 3, it is still fine.
I think he loses 7.
Well,
already.
7 is not fine.
Yeah. And now he needs to play around Fire Shield.
Well, 3 turns up until it disappears.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay, no, it's not outplayed,
He
it's
can
fine.
avoid the attack. Okay, it is good enough. There's no fire
All good.
shield.
Yeah.
6. Okay.
-6. Okay.
Darimif
And
level 20 with
ooh,
expert air.
expert air. This is what he needed. Now he will utilize flight with maximum efficiency.
Yeah, also she has pathfindings. Even without that fly, it's good, but with that fly, it is perfect because now he can do Cavaliers, the box.
Imagine he would
Nice.
have the D-scroll right now. This would be
Oh yeah.
this would be amazing.
Yeah, Valerin, if he would attack, probably he would lose because Darimif is good, but
Yeah.
she is not good enough.
She has no spells.
She,
Literally no spells.
yeah, literally no spells. Yeah, she has tactics, she has air magics, but she has not even a single cast of haste. Not to mention magic arrow or whatever fancy stuff. Well, she can cast expert fortune.
And Veronest is out of timer in 2 minutes.
He's
Okay.
going for the Nagas.
And of course, there is another prison.
Okay, he
Okay.
sees the central cove, which is good.
Yeah, but it's not empty. It's not empty. There is crack, of course.
Obviously, he has to be there. So he's gonna do the Nagas. Open the box.
Is this easy fight though? No slow, no haste, no speed manipulation. 36
No
Naga
offense.
queens.
No offense, no armor. Because Crack
Yeah.
was breaking about the same size, but with offense and armor.
The
And
good
she has
stacks of
nothing.
Wyverns and Nagas are 7 speed because Angel is doing next to nothing in this fight. He will just bring attention of Nagas.
There are 12 pit fiends. So they could actually deal some damage. There is clone pit fiends that can actually be helpful.
Nice. This is nice, yeah.
You can actually cast some fortune because, well, why the hell not? You actually need it.
Yeah.
You can't clone the pit fiends eternally. Okay, 27 wyverns are killing 5 Naga queens. It's okay.
Going fine so far.
Yeah, so fine, so good. And actually, you can take the counter attack from Nagas with the clone of pit fiends. Deal some damage as well. Maybe kill 1 or kill 2. It's good. Oh, minus moral on the wyverns.
Yeah,
This was not a good info.
It hurts a lot.
He killed 8 or 9 Nagas from 36. It's not super good. Unlucky morale.
Yeah.
Costed us 4 wyvern.
Very difficult battle.
Oh yeah, that's true. Well, he should be able to get out of here with obviously battle won and some of the army left, but pit fiends are non-existent at the moment. And as we saw, Naga killed the original stack, meaning the clone also disappeared. And now it's a hard part.
Yeah.
Three to 4.
He's smiling.
I actually claim that he's not getting out from here. He's not getting out from here.
With like 10 wyverns.
Well, he's on -1 morale. Let me remember that.
Yeah. He has some stats. I don't understand why he didn't cast Fortune.
Well, he did.
Okay, he did.
He did actually.
All fine.
Well,
He's too fast for me.
We have 12 wyverns now, 1 angel. Well, this is the end.
This is the end. Yeah.
Beautiful end, but the end. Minus moral, minus
Beat
moral. Ding, ding, ding,
all he
ding,
could.
ding.
Yeah, he was fighting till the last breath, and this is the last breath.
Yeah, he died like a hero.
Like magic arrow would do all the difference in the world.
This is GG. So Kashu is advancing.
To Kashu.
Kashu is advancing to the great final where he will meet Pupok, and Veronest will play against Mont in the small final. For all of the information, please look on our social media where we will provide you all of the details. We would like to congratulate to Mr. Kashu for reaching the final. We would like to congratulate to Mr. Pupok for reaching his respective side of the final, and we would like to wish all four players nothing but the best in their decisive matches. My name was FirstBlood. I had great pleasure to comment this match for you.
Yeah. Pleasure is also on my side, and I would like to thank our host Valerin Bizonov. He did an amazing job today.
Yeah, that's true. So thank you guys. See you on Friday 10th at 10 a.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. Atlantic time, and 7 p.m. European time. See you and have a nice week. Bye-bye.
Have a nice week. Bye.